Welcome to Module 3 of our course, ESL 7-8. I'm going to tell you some things about the module. We'll be working in Unit 2 of our student book, and I want to show you some things. So let's get into it. Students, so we are in our Module 3 overview, and as usual, you should always come here first to see what we're going to be doing in the module. So we're going to be working on Unit 2, and the title of Unit 2 is Mistakes and Mysteries, Life Lessons. People share their regrets. So what is a regret? If you roll your cursor over, it's a feeling of sadness about something that you wish you had not said or done. And so the point of our grammar is past modals and phrasal modals. For example, I shouldn't have done it. That's expressing regrets. Or I should have done it. All right, so this is the welcome video that you're actually looking at right now. And so we're going to talk about and create, identify sentences that use past modals to express obligation also. So I should have done it, but I didn't do it. And also discuss past experiences that may not have been successful. Here's the to-do list. As always, when you see a blue diamond in the modules, that means that's something that you turn in to the teacher or you post a discussion post. There will be a writing assignment here, and you're going to complete 2 discussions, and you're also going to do the quiz from the end of the unit. So this is what we're going to be doing on Monday, and you can click on the links below to see what we're going to do. So the class agenda, or the plan, is we're going to work on Lesson A of the student book. That's pages 10 to 13. And then we'll be discussing mistakes that cause problems. And we'll be talking about past modals, modals of obligation. I will put the homework in here when I decide what it'll be. And I'll put some class notes from the class so you can see what we had done and the Zoom class chat. So that will be for Monday. On Wednesday evening, we're going to work on Lesson B of Unit 2. That's pages 14 to 17. And we're going to also go over the homework assignments. You have a couple of discussions, you have a writing assignment, and the quiz for Unit 2. And we are going to do a video watch, which means we're going to watch a video about past modals and phrasal modals. And so they're going to go through, in this video, 2 past modals, should have and could have, which usually are pronounced when we're speaking normally, could have and should have. And if we're speaking even more informally, we would say shoulda and coulda. All right, so her name is Vanessa, and she does a really good job. And after that's finished, this gentleman, whose name I do not know, is going to tell us how the different ways that we can use the phrasal modal, be supposed to. For example, you're supposed to do this, or you are supposed to do that. So you should watch these. They're really helpful. So we are going to do the song discussion. The second women's anthem is called Sisters. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Last week we did the song called You Don't Own Me, which was kind of a negative way of protesting for women's rights. This is more positive. It's by Annie Lennox and also Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul. And then down below there's a live version just done by Annie Lennox herself at a huge concert in Edinburgh, Scotland, which is where she's from. So enjoy this. So this is our actually our second discussion that we'll be talking about. And the question is, had regrets? What do you wish you could do over? What would you like to do again if you had the chance to fix something that went wrong? So you're going to use past modals and multiple uses of modals in your writing. And you're also going to be able to contribute to the class by responding to people. And we have a writing assignment that's titled Analyzing and Solving Problems. And so what you're going to do here is you will write 5 or more sentences in the simple past tense from the vocabulary list in exercise 5A on page 12. So you can aggravate or avoid or cause a problem, deal with or identify or ignore a problem, run into or solve a problem. Final assignment is to do the Unit 2 quiz from the book. So there are 6 parts to the test or quiz from A to F. Section A is a listening exercise, so this is down here. This is the first question. So you would click here to listen to it, and then you would answer the question.
Listen to a conversation between 2 classmates, Mike and Anna. Then check the correct answers.
Anna, what did you think of the English final?
So you listen to the whole thing, and then you answer the question. Mike had plans to meet Kelly before class or after class. So whatever you choose, you just click the button and you move on. So the rest of the test is pretty simple. It's nothing special. The final thing I'd like you to do, this is a special thing that we're going to do it about twice in the semester. It's called an anonymous survey where you give your opinion about how the class is going. And your name will not be on this. I get the information, but I don't know who's submitting it. It's anonymous. Again, be sure to look at the overview to get an idea of what kind of work and how much there is. And, to get an idea. All right, students, if you have any questions, you're welcome to send me an Canvas inbox message. Or you could ask the question in the forum so everyone can see what your question is. All right, students, have a great day. Bye-bye.